1, 2, 3. Where are the others? Losers. Losers. Ignition. It. Right. Have I got my set? Set should still be set, right? 89 litres. Seems about right. Rock and roll. I got brakes. I do. Understeer. Hey. Fucking all that, and I threw it away.
Holla.
Oh, taco volumes, fuck. Hello there. Oh, what's to do? Fucking lost it. Freaks. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Three and a half tenths. Jay, what's happening? Trying very hard to remain respectable versus my challenge at times. We're just prepping for the 6 hour. Couple of weeks. Blowing out the cobwebs. I haven't done anything since. Haven't done anything for a long time. Very rusty. Very rusty. That's not the right line. It's twice the... Been playing a lot of Tarkov. My knees don't like this at all anymore. But it's all. See me putting in days worth of practice to bin it at the first corner. No, won't have it. But definitely trying to get the tyre management going. These are very sensitive tyres. Oh. Even when I'm trying, the tyres are down to 50% at the end of a stint. That's me trying to manage the tyres. Gonna learn how to take care of these bad boys. How you doing? What have you been racing lately? That's too hot. That's too hot. That's too hot. That's too hot. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do everything? Yeah, I get a bit like that. They say jack of all trades, master of none. Been letting the track decide lately. Elite tank. I end up getting that. I don't think I ever got around to playing it if I bought it. Maybe I just wishlisted it on Steam. That's right up my alley.
You haven't tweaked the set or anything, have you?
Yeah, I missed that. I don't even get my emails. I say I get them, but I don't look at them.
You turned me down too much now.
Hey, say again. Over.
You haven't tweaked the set?
No? Oh, look at that. Let's just call it right now. The lap times are about half a tenth between all three. Although I'm probably holding Jacob up right now. Getting a bit. Thousand hours. I think Armour's got ridiculous time in. Armour 3. I haven't played that for fucking well over 12 months. They can just drop back so he can not be held up instead of time. Supposed to be looking after my tyres. About 10 to 15 laps in, so about another 5 laps I'll start to see the knock-off. Figure out how bad a job I did. Ah, off track. There you go through. Oh. There it is.
Wait, there's more.
No, he's been held up by me and he's not back.
Alright.
To stretch his legs.
Track a bit cooler, it's because a little grip here on the south left.
You read the notification?
I saw the 51 degree track temp. I can't remember, was it 57?
So you set the ambient a little cooler. Fucking poor last sector. track.
You got damage off again?
Again? Yeah, damage
Damage
off.
off again, yeah.
Holy shit. You got sent to the wall then. Not where the track goes.
I gotta reply.
I gotta slow down, Jay. the telemetry yesterday and I was giving away too much, so I'm being a bit more
Why
aggressive.
pushing more?
That is next off camber uphill. Gone as I was losing time. I've been pushing them today.
Or different behind somebody.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you, Chief. Was it really necessary to talk to me in the break?
Turning in too early.
Feels like it. Christ.
Just going to do 35. How many laps are you guys in?
18.
Rough as fuck all, isn't it?
My load's a bit lighter now. I'm not pulling as much weight up the hill.
I guess.
Tyres are giving out. Not able to pull
Oh,
it up
yeah.
anymore. God.
Oh shit.
Where did you go?
I had nowhere to go.
Fucking hell. I don't think I was fine with the tyres.
You don't want to get out of sync. Pit stop wide. Because obviously my car's got more pace than yours at the moment, but I can't do much with it.
Will now though. Oh, we're just approaching
Yeah,
that.
you dropped it. Yeah, that's a cliff there in this lap.
Fucking just fell asleep and forgot where I was. Fuck's sake. Oh, woo. Oh, it's a wall too. Fuck.
Wow.
What happened yesterday or the day before? I caught it yesterday.
Just rear end, let go for a moment.
Yeah, just
Snap.
Beer's been going further and further, but he's got to release a brake. Keep in. Rears were like, nah. Shit, because it's not giving me a lot of feedback on that. I'm not pushing, I'm just in that sort of lap in, lap out routine.
Yeah, we've got to know that corner's a risk.
Not really. All the tyres are going and every corner's a risk. Ow.
Oh, fuck. Ouch.
Holy fuck! Rear tried to break away through the carousel, like get to the apex, accelerate. Normally you understeer if you get on it too early. I just had the rears try and break out. Not had that before. Not doing much for my fucking average lap time.
Oh,
Oi.
is the track much cooler?
It's 51-degree track, so
Not really.
I think it was marginally hotter the other day.
Huge difference.
It's like 56, I think.
My audio's terrible. I gotta fix it. Chat properly.
I don't think anyone's finished a stint yet.
Oh, look like Warwick had.
Oh.
Oh, I've got 2 laps to go. A lap and a half.
How do you have that much? I have okay.
I mean, I love you, son.
Better.
Yep, there's my 50% mark. Oh, I've done terrible on fuel and tyres. Box. Only on 29 or something.
Not really. The lower track temp means on the throttle more.
God, my front left was lower than my right rear. Fuck. My front left was worse than my rear left. $46 and $48 respectively.
Were your lap times dropping off at the end?
Oh yeah, man, I fucking destroyed my time.
I'm only 1 second off my optimal pace.
I wasn't doing terribly, but I did excite them a couple of times. Really gave it a chance. And I lose one. That was not good for tyre, mate.
Big crap.
Can I show? Only draws 4. Oh. Fuck's sake. Wait, work retirement or sim racing retirement? Sim racing retirement is a lot. Yeah, fuck. I've only got a limited amount of spare brain capacity to process text. Yo, I'm old. I'm an old man. Being chased down by my younger pet. All 3-year-old boys. But you've been well otherwise, right? That's good. If it's still at the same spot though. Not a straight long enough. You're working on subsidy Friday. Yeah, do you get public holiday rates? Oh wait, you Queensland, you don't have anything for public holiday. Public holiday at the end of the day. It's good money. Oh. Is it always this many hours though? Busy period. Oh, it's too early. That's time I'm losing.
My times didn't really drop off too much over that small stint. My last lap was 36.4.
Oh, double shit. Sorry, Marcus. I fucked that up.
This is different than it was yesterday. It's 5 degrees. Yeah, so I was able to stay within about half a second of my best time.
Oh, it's too fast. Inside, Marcus. Inside, inside, inside.
You found the pace, Sean.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, man. I've just got to 35 a couple of times. That's it. Yeah. Okay. You're doing 5 hours. Right, boys, I've got to go for a bit. I'll be back
Right.
before.
going too hard.
Pushing hard.
No.
I've been flat out since the start. Trying to catch you.
Wheel on the dirt. Wheel on dirt and turn in no good rear stability. Now park there. The wall?
Get a forward? No. Damage yourself anyway.
Changed. Need to change those settings. Right, give me a chat.
Gimme.
I bet it'll do. Will do. Should be now.
That was. I just hit the left-hand curb on the way in, which was just laziness.
I had a look at the data last night, and I've been trying to improve 3 corners. You could probably tell by following which 3 they were.
The toe?
No. The corner into the boot after the carousel, the left-hander.
Oh, the left hand. Yeah, actually, true. That was probably your worst. Everything else,
Well,
I thought was
it's
fine.
all data, but it's the third last corner,
Yep.
and into the boot, I was braking harder. I don't know that I was braking later, but I was braking harder, so I'm washing too much speed off and not carrying enough through the corner. But every time I try and carry more speed, I'm missing the follow-up corners. It's frustrating. But yeah, apparently I've been too not gentle, too conservative into that corner after the carousel. I've been deliberately pushing through that corner, and a couple of times I have obviously.
Yeah.
But they're the ones I've been consciously working on.
One thing I find with that corner after the carousel, it really feels like there's like a groove at the apex. So I really try and make sure I get like my left-hand tires like right up against the inside curb.
I'm sure it's before. It's the initial braking. I'm
Yeah,
braking
okay.
too early. I think because I can't find a line, so to speak,
Hmm.
on the way in. So I'm sort of diving to the apex. So I feel like I'm turning in too early. But by turning in too early, I'm locking the inside fronts when I unweight it.
Yeah.
So to avoid it, I brake earlier. I brake deeper and straighter. Was goal. Goal. I don't know.
Well, there's very little difference between us. Except for Jacob.
Oh, overall, yeah.
That was a lot of laps where I felt like I was really like nailing every single lap. It was so consistent, and you guys were just pumping out exactly the same laps in front of me.
Yep, that's exactly what it felt like, mate. Because I'm trying not to look at the time. All I'm trying to do is get into a groove, not behind the tyre. And I'm like, jeez, I didn't do a very good lap there. This is your fastest lap of the session. What? Mind you, it's by hundreds, thousands.
Yeah.
But still, to be pumping out a time like that, I'm like, oh, okay. Deliberately trying not to look at times.
I think what was it? Yeah, the lap after you had your spin, my fuel warning came up, so I couldn't see my delta, and I came around and I was only half a tenth off my best. I was like, what? That I wasn't even like, because it wasn't even in front of me. I just didn't even think about it. I was just in like last 3 laps of the stint mode, and all of a sudden, like that was my fastest lap in like 6 or 7 laps. But that was super consistent from I think the 3 of us.
I could feel my tyres going. Out of the toe, I'm like short shifting to third, and my brain's like, well, you can obviously use a bit more throttle because you
Throttle. Yeah.
And it's
but
just,
you can't.
It's just fucking spinning the wheel. I'm like, fuck, steering with the rears out of that corner. Like I didn't have to overcorrect or anything, but I was steering with the rear of the car. Not ideal. Not ideal. So there's still... I think I need to work on a better line for the toe. Try and square that exit off. But it feels like you're doing it right when the grip's there, so you go, oh, that line, that must be it. And then towards the end you go, oh, no, it's not. It's just fucking getting the wheels up. There we go, 5 left a few.
That whole stint for me, there was a couple mistakes, but otherwise it was between a 35.5 and like a 35.7, like the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I haven't done enough laps. That consistent.
But I did have a couple mistakes. With about 10 laps to go or so, I think, actually maybe it was less, maybe about 8 laps to go. I had a bunch of understeer coming out of the carousel, and I tagged the wall, which, if damage was on, would have been the end of my stint. But I just bounced off it and kept going. And then the spin at the bus stop at the end there. So still a couple of mistakes, but
I repeated my turn 1 issue from yesterday. Only this time it snapped. I overcorrected it and fired it into the wall. Race ender would have been.
I think the bus stop is one where I'm just not pushing anymore. Like to get consistency through there, I just feel like I'm really not hustling too much. But it doesn't feel like it really costs much time. It's more about your line than like
comparing it to Jake.
Really being at. Wow, yeah.
I think that was my mistake.
That would actually be interesting. I wonder if that's just like where I'm losing my time.
I think overall, it's not like I'm happy to have a push now early, and then start to settle down and go, well, it is whatever my pace is now. This is what it is, and just work on consistency.
I feel good now.
No, I'm still.
Second off Jacob is a good one for me. I think. Normally it's like
was closer earlier when we weren't warmed up, so our cold pace was like within like a few hundredths. Yeah, what 15 laps in, and we're a few hundredths.
I don't know if Jacob was just not paying as much attention and not pushing as hard, but his laps are not as consistent.
Not at the moment. this way for us.
Yeah. Like that best of a 35.0, I think, is probably closer to his optimal than we are to ours, or like it's further away from his average than it is. Like my best was only a couple tenths faster than like my average. Like I just didn't have like a standout banger lap.
I've got a 35.1 as an optimal.
There's mine. 35.07, so almost 35.1.
Our optimal's still 5 tenths off. That's not great. Oh yeah, I'm going with that. He's just nailing his optimal. His optimal to best lap time.
That would be interesting to see. But I mean, it's his best lap is a lot faster than his average from the looks of it.
No.
But if he's waiting for us and generally not. If he's not really on, like I was really focused that session. That is absolutely the best that I could do.
A couple of times I just was so not in the zone. Just what do you call it when you're like half asleep at the wheel? And a couple of times
Dangerous.
Yeah, autopilot and dangerous. But I'm like, oh, that was the brake marker that just went past then. Not a lot. Like I didn't go through like 50 meters past it, but I'm like, oh fuck, that was the brake marker that I'm supposed to brake before.
I did that at turn 1 once.
No, I've done it a few times. I'm not tired.
I had a few. I definitely had more off tracks than I could afford.
Yes.
But they tended to be where I'd like turn 1. I think I got a bunch because I'd get sort of into the corner, realize I was in a bit deep, but rather than like hurting the tires, I would just take the off track.
I've actually got a heat through the bus stop today. I've actually had a couple of slowdowns as well. Because I was trying to carry more speed through there. Jacob's got a really good feel for the brake pedal and it shows I've got no feel. That must be the pedals. I have to buy new pedals.
I am liking mine. I think I'm more consistent with these pedals.
These pedals are old.
Both in this car and in the Formula 1 car, I think I'm more consistent on the brakes and in general. And I think I have much better throttle control because they feel smoother and it just feels more intuitive under my foot. And you can go into the software and tune it. You can do that with the Fanatec now. There's new Fanatec software.
There's something that's supposed to be a load cell. I'm not sure why my feel is based on the little spongy thing behind the fucking thing.
But there's still got to be some amount of like travel. I mean, well, I guess there doesn't have to be. It could just be mounted to a steel block and you just push on it. But you can change how spongy that is. Well, load cell just means it measures the force rather than the position of the pedal.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a feedbacky thing.
No.
You can set the load feel. Fucking Sunday driving, fuck's sake. 38.
How many laps you got?
Last one. About half of that better than the last one.
Yeah, I think I went 1 lap longer than your first stint. But I was saving. I was lifting and coasting to make that, and I only just made that. It felt like the right amount. Like I wasn't really losing time lifting and coasting, but I was just stretching the fuel a little bit further. There's also a few places that I just don't use the brake for like a slight bit of efficiency. So after the carousel, after the bus stop into the carousel, I don't touch the brake. I just lift and wait, and then I feed the throttle on.
Depends if the fucking nose of the car's doing what it's supposed to. No.
If you lift early enough.
Yes,
If you lift early enough, it does.
Talking about knowing the path and walking the path. I know what I want
And-
to do with the car, but it's whether the car does what I want it to.
And then also this left-hander you're about to come up to, I don't touch the brake, I just lift.
Yeah, well, again, about what I do. I'm stupid enough to try and carry too much speed.
But I think just switching.
Yes, for me, massively. I would imagine. I'm not backing that with any real data yet, but yes, because I'm really bad for it. Yep.
And just go lift the brake or lift the throttle, apply the brake as separate operations. It improves my fuel, and it tends to improve my lap times in this car. I think the car just behaves better. I think you get less tire overheating. It's just feels faster than me.
Oh, I got that one. That was better, not by a lot, but better.
I feel like I'm pretty much just race ready. A little bit more practice to eliminate a random mistake is okay. But I think from here to the race, I'm just going to be just keeping it where I'm at now, so that I'm ready for the race.
I need more time to see. I haven't done enough laps. I think that F1 GP stuff you're doing is.
I think so too. I had a good race last night. Third place. Second week in a row.
I got as far as opening the app this morning to check OCD, ADHD me better way to pay attention. Fuck. Anyway, got to check. Third, huh? Third.
Yeah, third.
Where did you start?
Third.
The 3 to 3.
So I did lose a couple of places off the start, but then gained them back during the race. Way quicker than Luke, my nemesis.
Bestie.
Yep.
What was the street track?
Long Beach. But the next 7 weeks, we've got the real tracks. Well, next 7 rounds.
Fuck, it's hot in here. Why is the air conditioner? Before it felt like I couldn't get the air conditioner to turn on, and now I can't get the fucker to turn off. Fuck, it's sweating. Uh, uh, All right, where is the lappage? Did you do one, didn't you? Yeah, I'm still sliding. I mean, I know I'm sliding. Like, I can feel the car sliding. Got a good, it's match fitness. Second looked better-ish, especially when and that would be like uh, the lap 30, 37. I'm at or something. Boy, yeah. Well, it's a little dip. Why do the colours change now? Why would you change colours on me?
Like I said, great stint. You were flying in the middle of the stint.
Yeah, when I was concentrating, I felt like I was doing okay, but then yeah. I'll probably play. Yeah, definitely that's the one. Play and see if I can learn anything. I think that was a better line. I just need to brake a bit straighter. Trust that the car is not going to lock an inside wheel. But now it just means to fine tune the brake point for whatever turn that fucking thing after the carousel. So overall better. I think I don't think I'm really going to worry too much about that third last corner though. It's about where it is. I don't think I'm going to gain there. I think I'm just going to give up on the bus stop and just worry about execution. Marcus just seemed to have a tenth or two.
Yeah.
Overall, or just a tenth or two more consistent. I'd just make a little tenth mistake. Very consistent. Able to edge away. I think, yeah, apart from that mistake, that one, I let Marcus by. I started to get on it. I made a mistake on. What did I do on? Made a mistake. 36 flat. Terrible. Fucking terrible.
Garbage.
So the overall track temp much different today. I think I put 4 degrees ambient lower. I don't think it translates.
Well, the track's about 5 or 6 degrees cooler, but it was noticeable in the car. Like, our lap times are better, and it felt much easier to not slide as well. Yes. I think.
I felt in the second last corner, it felt more rotating. I still couldn't get it to 10. I felt like I'm flying. I reckon if I compare the lap, I'm there.
I think that whole boot, like from the toe, or even the corner before the toe, all the way to the third last corner, I felt like that whole section was just way easier because it was cooler. Even though it was only 51 instead of 57 or whatever, which I think gives me it'd be good to really try maybe like a 30-something degree track, because I feel like it's going to be an entirely different beast.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't know what date the event is set. Like the sim date is set for. I thought it was roughly around now.
It's usually only a week or two out from the iracing event.
Which means if it's a clear date, it should be this.
Yeah. Well, this is midday, right? Yep. So it'll start a little bit cooler than this. Pretty sure it starts in the morning.
Yeah.
Because it's all during the day, right? So they gotta fix 6 hours. So it'll be like maybe it'll be like Sebring at 10 a.m. start or something.
I 2.
And then it will cool off a little bit towards the end as well.
We can keep on top of this.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. Is like when I got in and you said it was 51 degrees, I was like, it's going to feel basically the same as the other day, but it was dramatically different.
I would go so dramatically different.
I think so. I think it felt.
but-
Maybe it's just my practice. Maybe it's just I'm more in the groove, but it felt a lot
I think
less
so.
slidey.
Yeah, that's why I need to do more racing, match fit. Terrible, fucking terrible. Terrible, that's what jump wrong with these. Is it just GT3s? That's all it is, right? Rotos and GT3s. No other LMP2.
I think there's LMP2.
I think there is an LMP2.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we'll get the new starting system that they're trying to implement?
No chance.
The dev blog says that it's unlikely.
I think we had this discussion yesterday. Even if they did, I wouldn't be throwing it at the special event. I'd be throwing it at the regular. No, I'd start
guess-
with the PCC.
Well, they would have the week 13 events to try it out in. And then if something went wrong, they could roll it
It's
back.
not enough, yeah. Should just be a flag.
But, what do you mean?
Like when you put a server up, you know how when you host you can set stuff that's just set.
Yeah, well, it probably will be. Multi-class starts.
Yeah, which means you can roll it out week 30 if it was available, and then just
Oh,
enable
yeah.
that option if you
They could.
happy with how it's going.
But then they got to tell everyone, like, you know.
Talk about first world problems being a
Yeah, we're not going to have to deal with it. Well, I suppose we could be at the back having the LMP2 pole up our ass.
Yes. Well, it won't be as bad as seeing wet weather when they were quicker
Yeah.
leaving the race outright.
Well, they're also, I think they were just quicker at the start on cold tyres as well. Like, our cars were just terrible.
They had
to
the new
begin
tyre
with.
model at the same time as us? I can't remember that far back.
I think so, but I think it's still slightly different. Like, it's a different car, different tyre. The pace doesn't seem too bad here. Maybe it's because the track temp is high. Lap 1's not like full speed, but it kind of feels like by the second lap you're getting pretty up there.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't driving slow, but I was just waiting to get on the throttle in terms of
Yeah.
my laps. I don't know if anyone was driving slower at the start.
I think I could feel the understeer just like as you come out of the pit lane and turn into the S's. And then the bus stop I'm pretty
The bus
cautious
stop.
on.
I hate the bus stop, yeah, because you turns into the right fine, but when you try and turn left,
But once I'm into the boot on the outlap, it's kind of just, yeah,
no, I feel
not
it.
pushing, but kind of up to this.
I can feel
It doesn't feel bad like Sebring. Sebring was like super slow at the start of the stint.
Yeah, but it felt overall, this feels more understeer.
Hmm.
Just me, the type of track, that car. No, Got that to paint. Bro, could be fucked. Oh, remind me, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
You got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
going into work? You just said
Nah,
you're not going
no,
into
no,
work.
I'm not going in. I still have to work. No,
Do you work today?
I should say it's not a live stream. No, probably call it King. Long live the King.
Oh,
Birthday down here. Actually, it's just WA in Queensland. But
that's bullshit.
yeah, I think you've already had your King's birthday one, haven't you?
We get it in like October or something.
But yeah, I asked about the naughty list.
Weirdly, it's on the same day as the Queen's birthday was.
Stupid. I don't know. How do they time it so they all have the same birthday?
Hmm.
Like,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure the
Super
previous
impressive.
Queen, King and all that had the same one. It's pretty impressive. But they managed to do it. Right, today's the day. It's 9 months before the King's birthday up. / Queen's birthday public holiday. Come on, get in there, Lewis. Early or late? No, when you gotta make sure it's on the day.
Yeah.
Going into labour? No, one more day. Idiot. No. Plug it up. Terrible.
If you miss the date, you just gotta scrap that one. Try again.
Yep. I'm not going to say that. What I was thinking. I'll abort from that joke completely. Eject. We're terrible. Do I do a couple more laps? I feel like I need to pee. I pee first.
I think I'm done. I'm gonna.
You did one
jump off.
stint, you big girl.
Yeah, and look how good it was. I don't need
That's true.
I'm Max Verstappen. I don't need to practice.
Well, apparently he doesn't need to race either.
That was-
Yep, done. See you next week.
I don't think I've ever seen that a car just like
Start.
shut down on the grid. And what a grid to do it on, though. It's insane that nobody crashed into him.
It sort of created a bit of tension on the turn one. I'm pretty sure I heard Martin say something like, "Oh, it was something on the warm-up lap." They must have noticed something on the warm-up lap because when it happened, it's like he referred back to saying that to a previous comment he made. I don't know, but got the impression. Impression. Oh! Look at the road.
It was a pretty good race for Monaco. Bit dull for a while, and then Stroll kicked things off in the way that Stroll does.
I know, and even when they gave him an out, he was like, "Nah, car's fucked." Are you sure? Have you seen the road? Nah, car's fucked. Okay. Oh, Charlie though, fucking hell.
It did look like when I saw Stroll's the first replay of Stroll's crash, I was like, it looks like he went wider than everyone else. Like he turned in a little bit too late, and that's where that shit was. And then once he picked that shit up,
so he wasn't going wider to avoid it. He went wider and went over it.
Yeah. And that looks like it was and then Charles's was exactly the same. It looked like he didn't follow the cars ahead. He went a little bit, like he turned in a fraction of a second later than them, and that hit that shitty track, which ideally shouldn't have been there. Like they really shouldn't have something like that on that track.
What do you do? It was resealed months ago. Probably thought it was fine.
But I mean, everyone else was getting through there like the rest of the race just fine. So I think they both went slightly too wide, and once they'd hit that patch, it was all over.
Indeed, it was. All over Red Rover.
It was weird, George backing everyone up into the hairpin on that restart.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
what a cock!
He just drove really slow. The whole field's just fucking like concertinaing up. It was like it looked to me like somebody trying to cause them to crash into each other behind him so that you didn't have anyone to race, sort of thing.
Well, so no would be. What was his penalty?
I think so.
But it's ironic that he was holding people up when he complained that Lando was holding him up.
No, they're just commentating. They're not complaining. They're just pointing it out is what they're doing. 9 times out of 10. Like Lando going, he's out of his box.
Yeah.
Oh, he cut the corner. He did this. He did that. They're just dobbing him in.
I think as well strategy as well. Like if he's there, he's just like Lando's holding me up. Now the pit wall that he's being held up, and they can decide to do something.
As much as it is for them to say, I don't think it's against the rule.
No.
Just to point out the obvious. We all know. It's like when the players take a dive. I mean, we all know. We all know. Faking it.
I mean, McLaren weren't trying to hide it. They literally asked him over radio to slow him down.
They used, what do they say? The something strat, the slowy downy strat or something. I
don't know.
Hold up strat.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward.
Not against the rules?
No.
Drive slow. I went for a shower in the middle of the race. That's how exciting it was. Once it started, it was pretty much set. Can't brake for shit. And as Marcus pointed out to me, that all I could possibly watch was McLaren fucking Oscar's race. Yeah, I don't watch that.
Lando's?
Fucking Lando. They're fucking Lando fanboys in that team.
These cars broken down twice so far this season.
Yeah, no, it's like, we keep fucking car to Lando again? How we fix that?
I saw
I think it's a lot
somewhere
easier.
that was like the deal with the devil that Lando made to win the
No.
championship last year is coming back to bite him.
A lot easier to take failures like that when you know where. It'd be much worse for George's failure last week. Like,
Oh yeah.
I only have to beat my teammate, and my car fucks out. And your teammate's having a run where nothing goes wrong. That's hard to watch.
I think George is done for the season. I don't think he's.
Oh yeah, he is.
I don't think he's one of those drivers who can just go, you know what, forget everything, just focus and just all I got to do is focus on winning the next race sort of thing. I think he's going to be too fucking.
You shouldn't be focused on winning the next race. You just need to do the little things right, and that's all you think about. Is I need to do the little things right. Yeah, there.
I think he's going to be.
Session.
I think he's going to be too agitated. I've heard comments before, and sometimes he does get unlucky, but so does everyone else.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard a comment from him being like, "Oh fuck it, unlucky again," or "I always get unlucky," or whatever. I think he's just got that he's a little bit too entitled. So when things aren't going his way, I think he's just going to end up fucking himself over.
So long as it's not the adrenaline spike from it. Like, I don't think there'd be many people that wouldn't do that. I mean, I say shit like that too, but at the end of the day, once the adrenaline or the emotion's gone, you quickly realise what needs to happen.
I also assume you'd hope the engineers and that in the post-race stuff are honest and blunt with the drivers and be like, look, we could see that it wasn't luck or blah 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 or whatever.
Well,
They should be putting everything straightforward.
Battery dies and the others doesn't. Call it luck, call it chance, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I've always been really curious about some of those though, where it's just like, oh, a certain driver always has engine failures. And it's like, well, it could be something that they're doing.
In the old days, I'd have said yes. But revving a bit harder or whatnot. But I don't think with all the protections they have and
that's true. It's very managed. It's a
brakes
computer
and suspension though, when they're smashing over curbs, sure. And maybe there is a thing where if you smash over a certain curb at the wrong angle, it sends it through the drivetrain. I don't know,
but it also might not be an engine thing, because his whole car shut off.
That was
Villeneuve.
I don't think Lando is driving the car wrong and causing his battery to die. Maybe he was smashing curbs. I think they were all smashing curbs.
Yeah, they're all.
Maybe it's the way McLaren are mounting the battery to the chassis. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'd go so far as to say it's not what we're doing until proven otherwise.
Probably not most of the time.
Yeah.
And probably less and less all the time. And
I think they'd have enough data now to say, dude, stop hitting the curb. Didn't something happen in China and they were warning the drivers not to do...
I remember one year at Red Bull Ring they were saying that. I think that might have been back in Max's first championship or something. Where they were just no more curbs for the race sort of thing. Which is huge, around that track. I remember the commentator that's going to cost him half a second or more a lap.
But at least it's not a DNF. I'd rather take the DNF. It's not a win, it's might as well be a DNF. If you're not last, you're first. No, wait, if you're not first...
Well, that's a lot of winners. Just one loser.
Participation award.
Yeah. I think I remember after that whole thing at Red Bull Ring going into the sim and driving a lap without using the curbs, and it was a huge speed difference.
Oh yeah. You open the right. Should I just go in here and smash the tyres out? 30 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna head off.
Oh, you big girl.
Thanks for the sesh.
No probs, Bob. If you batching it up, I'm sure there's some more time this week. It'll be earlier than later because I still need to work at some point. So what time is it now? Yeah, I think it's similar sort of time to today.
Well,
Actually,
tomorrow I
maybe-
got futsal,
Oh, God. Okay.
and I've also got to get some F1 practicing because there's another race this week.
Oh, there's back to back, is it?
Next week there's no F1 race though, just Watkins.
Which is handy. What is next week? I haven't looked that far.
Next week, Catalonia, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Not a very good overtaking track. But maybe with the new cars, I thought it was funny the commentators were talking about like, optimistic. Maybe the new cars will allow overtaking.
Oh,
and then,
they're talking about through the tunnel.
Brundle
and stuff, right?
or whatever. It's just like, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, you got the
I don't know who it
expert
was.
versus.
Yeah.
Did I sort of scroll past something far too quickly about there being F2 overtakes though?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
One of
like
those things, I opened Reddit and it's sort of, just as I was starting to read the words, Reddit decided to refresh the feed. Just,
Oh, I hate that.
oh, you don't want to read that, you want to read it. I didn't quite get to see it and I didn't have enough interest to look for it after that.
Yeah.
But no. Alright, very good. I'll be up for this week if my knees can handle it.
Yeah, well, I think maybe only a couple more sessions because I've got to do the F1 stuff as well.
Yeah, well, for the rest of us who suck, we'll probably be here.
Alright,
Alright, good. Lad, Ted, Ron.
see you later.
Boy. Look how slow I am when I talk. 4 seconds. That's fucking terrible. I'm far too not gentle. Aggressive with my throttle. Really? 34.5 without even looking. Amazing how fast you can go when you're not trying to go fast. Not this time, though. I lost all of that. What a pisser. That's not how you get fast laps. Oh, spinning it up in third. No! Fucking... Oh! Oh, it's 2 laps I've fucked up. Good job. Three laps in a row. Go away, dog. Seriously, Zeus, fuck off! Fucking dog. Fucking slow down. Slow down, mate. crash. Be the fucking boys. We're just doing pull laps, right?